Alright, so I do an exit interview with everybody when they come. I try and get their thoughts because it's feedback. And you've been the antipodal member forever. How long have you been around?
Almost 3 weeks.
How long have you been a member?
In the member, over 6 years.
Okay. Almost 3 weeks!
Fucking specifications, man!
Oh, God. It's been like this for 20 years. This is my life. So, you've spent 6 years being as far away as you could be, pretty much, like the antipodal member. So you had a really solid perspective of the group from an online, remote perspective. Then you've spent, now you've spent the better part of a month here. How has your perception of the group changed? How is it different from the blog to real life? Because I know that it's different, but that's a perspective I'll never know. And it's, especially from someone in your position, because you're one of the largest online members there are. You've been a member for a long time, you're one of the biggest donors, you're heavily involved, you live in the IRC. You know, just, how has your perception changed?
The first thing you have to realize is the people on the blog, the people in the IRC are often very much exactly as they seem in real life. Some things are different. For instance, I had to get used to editors' unique sense of humour and sarcasm.
The shock collar's doing a lot better though.
Yeah.
It helps.
Yeah.
Might have to up the voltage.
Might want to up the amperage just a little bit. Everything you see in the blog, for every clip you see in the blog, you have to realise that at that moment as that clip is being shot, there are 10 other things happening in various other locations around the lab. And you obviously can't be in 10 places at once. So
I try though, I orbit.
You do. Chris seems to bounce from various location to location, just keeping everyone in line, and that in itself is a full-time job.
Yeah. It's not my favorite job. I'm really thankful for all the people we have. I'm really thankful for all the growth. And that matters, and that's important. But you've had the opportunity, and everybody else here does too. Like you've spent weeks on one project, accomplishing it, making it happen, on your own, quiet, just zen. And an editor has his little corner of the story. He's got a zen bubble, and he can focus, and he can grind out projects, and he can make shit happen. And Jerry's had a project. Just, that's his thing. I don't get to do that anymore. It's really rare. Like, even it used to be for a long time, like, even on Kidwell weekends, I could do that. Because, like, okay, Paul's coming out, that's what I'm going to do for a weekend. I can't do that.
Yeah, the most I've ever seen you stop in one place is maybe 45 minutes.
Yeah, if I take, like, 6-8 hours and work with Paul on a project...
The rest of the building goes to shit.
If I stop moving in any one spot, and you'll see this, if I stop moving in any one spot for about 20 minutes, a crowd forms. They just drift. And they stop whatever the hell they're supposed to be doing, and they come and watch whatever the hell I'm doing. So I have to orbit to keep people doing what they're doing. And if I were to just stop and work with Paul all weekend for a video shoot, nothing else would happen anywhere else in the building. They'd all... And I don't know why, but it just...
It's because you're entertaining.
But I'm not!
Yes, you are.
I'm entertaining for an hour. I can entertain anybody for an hour. I can have fun at an insurance seminar. But you're here every day. I'm not that entertaining. It's for like the first hour, okay, but after a week, I'm just the asshole with the thing, it's...
Well, normally you are orbiting and you're doing your thing, and that's okay. But like the other day when you stopped in the computer lab and you were talking about the physics.
Oh, the thing with the... Yeah.
Yeah. That is incredibly entertaining, and that's why I stopped, because I was enjoying what you were talking about.
We gotta blog that shit more often.
Yeah.
I need better blog. What else? How is it, like, explain to them how this is different than what they think. Because the blog is 100% accurate. The blog is, this is what we're doing today.
Yes.
But it's not, because it's so not encompassing.
I don't think I have the words for
Fake
it. You really want me to answer this
it.
question?
I really do. Because you have a level of insight of it better
Yeah,
than any
I
other
get
human
that.
on Earth.
I get that, but day to day for me is very much do the thing and move on to the next day. So I spend a lot of my time online as well. So
Yeah.
I'm used to seeing the subtext behind what's actually happening behind people's words on the IRC in the blogs. You get a small sense of what is actually happening.
How has your opinion of the group changed in coming here and seeing us? Like, how has your opinion of the geek group as a whole been affected by coming here and visiting it?
First of all, it's unbelievable how hardworking everyone really is. Like, the things over there were built in a matter of hours.
Yeah. We had the
Whereas
framing done in 6 hours.
Whereas a normal construction crew, that would be a day, possibly day and a half.
Yeah.
And just the level of motivation I've seen here is, you don't get that in a 9-to-5 job.
I think the reason for that, it's not me, I'm not some perfect leader or bullshit like that. I think the reason for that is a combination of two things. I think the primary part is that people don't view this as a company, they don't view it as a job, it's a way of life. And we're doing this because it's not show up, work hard, serve the company. It's, this is their dream too.
Mm.
And because it's a dream that everybody here shares, this is part of us. This is what we want to do with our lives. And and because of that, you have a sense of ownership to it.
Mm.
And I work really hard to instill that sense of, this is for you, this is yours. It's, yeah, I run it, but this is as much yours as it is mine. And if you want it, take it. You'll get out of it what you put into it.
Mm.
And people have seen that. And I think the other part of it is that they see the guy next to him working his ass off because he gets it. He gets it. And they see the opportunity for what it is. And the guy, and they want to see him succeed. They want to help him. And a lot of people's work around here is for the other guy. It's not their project. They want to help that guy's project. You know, what can I do to help editor fix that thing? What can I do to help Jerry fix that thing? And you'll see Doogie stop working on the company project to help the member on his project or help the staff guy on his project. I mean, Doogie goes and helps editor with stuff. And you see that a lot. Of like, here, let me hold the ladder or grab the cable or run the wire or whatever the hell. And because there's that partnership here of trying to help the other guy as opposed to a regular company where it's like, fuck him, I want to get ahead. You know, it's totally the opposite here.
It is.
In the real world, it's you show up at work, you do the job, you get the paycheck. At 5 o'clock, work is gone. You don't care about work.
Mm.
Here, people, I mean, it's 22, 27 hours right now. And there's still people here working on projects, and you guys are doing a Let's Play, and we're shooting blog, and this is normal. You don't get that anywhere else. And I suck at showing that in the blog. It's hard to show that.
The number of people that have stopped by the laser lab and said, how are you going? How's your stuff going? Oh, I've got this problem, it's not doing this right, blah blah blah, I need to get this lined up just right, and they will stop and spend an hour and just fiddle with it until it's just right.
Yeah. I've seen Rocco down there helping you a lot.
Yeah, Rocco's got a thing for lasers now. It's great. And also I've seen a lot of the IRC is a fantastic resource.
Yeah.
I've just discovered exactly how fantastic they are. I've gone, hey guys, I need information on this particular thing. I've Googled it, I cannot find it. What have you guys got? And literally within 2 minutes someone goes, here's the manual, here's the usage.
Now you see why I ask them questions all the time.
Exactly.
It's got to be weird for you being on the other side of the IRC.
It is.
Because you're usually one of the guys I'm asking the questions of. What else?
Departments seem to help each other.
Yeah,
It
a lot.
Goes back to members helping each other. But I'll say, hey editor, I need this to test this, or how would I go about doing this in electronics? And he'll go, oh, the best way to do that is blah blah blah. I needed help learning Eagle, and Eagle CAD for designing schematics and boards. An editor sat down with me for 2 hours and gave me a crash course, and within that time I had my schematic designed and my board ready to be laid out, all the parts there, everything just place and route. And 2 hours, just golden. And he had no obligation to do that.
No, it's just what we do.
To be honest, I'm not used to that.
Yeah, that doesn't exist out in the normal world.
No, it doesn't.
How has your visit here, like looking forward, affected your involvement and your opinion of the Geek Group?
My opinion has grown. I find myself much more connected to the Geek Group now, because they're not these guys I know on the other side of the world. These guys are my friends in real life. They're not friends over IRC. They are friends that I have met, I have been able to shake hands with. And
It's real now.
it's real.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I still have trouble with that with the IRC every now and then, realizing, oh, that's a real person out there. You should stop saying that about his mother. You should. What questions do you have?
You've answered just about all of my questions.
Well, that's my job.
I really want to see the lab space expanded.
Donate more, you cheap bastard. You've seen the secret projects I'm working on. You've seen the real estate stuff that we're working on.
Yes.
So we're trying.
If that comes through, that's going to be brilliant.
It's
Just, this place is packed to the rafters with everything, and so in some places you're having to step over bins of storage bins and
think of the stuff you've seen come in the past week.
yeah, that huge pile in there, gone in a day.
Yeah.
It's random shit too.
So what do you want to tell them? What can you say to inspire more people to get involved, be a part of it? You tell them. They hear me talk all day long.
Yeah. Education is important. I'm not advocating staying in school. It does help, but get yourself a GED at least. Learn shit. Never stop learning shit. If you stop learning shit, you're going to stagnate. I cannot stress enough that education will keep you sharp. It's words. Fucking.
This is what happens when you take antisocial introvert people and force them to be extroverts.
Yeah. It gets better. That's it.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Fuck that. No, we have somebody. No, you know what the blog really wants? You guys have fun. That's tonight's captain's blog. I kissed a boy.